We're going to be covering Nush and DrKnown in their Swiss matchup in the RLCS. We were watching some replays. We're doing this because we didn't get to get the best look at all these matches when they were all happening at the same time the first time around. And I really just love watching Nush and DrKnown gameplay, so it's a bit of a no-brainer. We got DrKnown in the blue, Nush in the orange. These guys, good buddies, and of course teammates. If you guys have been following this stream for a long time, we used to do the Team Rock stream, which is the youngest team ever in RLCS. Nush, DrKnown, and Ops. Then they became Alcatia with Nush, DrKnown, and Tox. And now they have, unfortunately, splits. But still good buddies, and you can tell by the way they play with each other. And they played in the recent twos lobbies together in that 2v2 tournament and got the dub. So definitely still buddies. And now playing against each other in 1v1 RLCS as Nush is going to go for a ground double to get the first. Now, coming into this series, I would have Nush as the favorite. When they originally started in the 1v1 scene, DrKnown was the better ones player. He came out of the scene first, was garnering comparisons to the best Saudi Arabian 1v1 player at the time, which was Khaled. A new Khaled on the scene is the thing that people were saying about DrKnown when he joined in. Nush, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're all just fans. Unfortunately for DrKnown, Nush took over. Nush took over eventually and seemed to be getting better results in all the recent 1v1, off-season tournaments and stuff. Nush has been playing better, but DrKnown, by his own admission, was out of the one scene. Hadn't really been working on it, hadn't been focusing on it, but has been grinding back up, I believe, for RLCS 1v1. So has got himself back into high in the top 100, maybe even higher rated than Nush in ranked ones. So wants to rejoin that one scene, show why he was compared to Khaled in the first place, and we'll see how he fares against Nush. I would still have Nush as a favorite in this matchup though. DrKnown, known to play defensively, maybe one of the other reasons why he garnered comparisons to Khaled, but he's definitely a very mechy player. Both Nush and DrKnown have some of the best montages that have been seen recently. Montages for a long time went kind of out of the zeitgeist of Rocket League. People were less interested in them. Nush and DrKnown, maybe brought him back. Nush, DrKnown, Iraqi Ahmad, they've all had... Nush just passed the ball to DrKnown. They've all had some pretty seriously entertaining recent highlight videos, and I would definitely recommend checking them out. As DrKnown, not just a smart 1v1 player, quite mechy as well. Nush going to find himself down early here in game number one as he starts to go for low 50s and play a bit of ground game. And interesting, I thought maybe he'd go take that ball into DrKnown's corner to steal the 100, but he does back off. And DrKnown going to steal this one away and put one on target. Nush is just really passive, which is kind of surprising. If DrKnown's comparison is Khaled, Nush is certainly closer to gaining comparisons to the likes of Nupo for how, unique he likes to play in his offense, how fast he likes to play. But certainly not playing like that right now, as he's just letting DrKnown dive and challenge him left and right. He's going to get a kickoff goal to stay within two here. Really early jump on his wave dash kickoff. I know I've seen somebody do that, very consistently. I'm struggling to remember if it was Nush or not, but the reality is he's doing it now, which is like almost single jumping and letting yourself fall back down towards the ball right as you 50 it, maybe to get your dash down even quicker than it would otherwise happen, and probably also slightly delaying your kickoff when you jump so early. I think it's going to get to the ball just a little bit less quick. Nice catch and flick by Nush. This should be a fourth. As it is, he's rocking the full Falcons goal explosion, Falcons decal. Falcons #1 fan, Nush. DrKnown going to win out on this kickoff. And I'm actually surprised Nush stuck around for so long. He was looking to try and keep pressure on the ball somehow instead of leaving the play. Nush. Air dribble into 50. Little camera check to see what DrKnown is up to as he now collects, flicks over the top, and kept it low. So Nush actually playing into his ground game. Kind of slow-paced ground game that he's playing right now. As he again goes for his early Jump, wave dash, kickoff. DrKnown, that's got to be a mistake. Nush is definitely going to try and counterattack here. You cannot be slamming the ball off the sidewall towards the ground. DrKnown! DrKnown just trying to quickly, you know, switch positions on the map with a little change team. Goes to show there truly are not admins in this lobby. I think admins set up the lobby, but then they're not there anymore as DrKnown messing around. Should he be banned forever? It's time to start the discussion. Nush. Maybe trying to catch DrKnown, creeping out towards the ball by power shotting over the top of him. Wasn't able to steal that boost. Played the back and forth a bit too quickly, allowing that back corner to respawn. And now Nush fakes like he's going to go high and just leaves. So he didn't like his catch. He maybe trying to get DrKnown to panic a bit more. But surely if he liked his catch better, I don't know why he would completely leave the ball and just give it over to the Doctor, who's got a great low 50 to stick around the play. Bailing out of the air dribble early enough to boost away. Nush just kind of changed teams right there as well for no reason. Nush setting up the brick wall and then dashing in order to collect the boost and start the starvation. Can he eventually score on this with 30 seconds left to go? It shouldn't take 30 seconds to convert, and in fact he's going to convert moments after I mention it. So 26 on the clock. Tie game between the two of them. Diagonal kickoff. DrKnown getting down to the ground much faster on his wave dash kickoff, but it's not mattering because Nush won it by so much, and he fakes a flick and goes for 50. Gets it inside the post. And now is up one with 19 seconds left to go. Another mirrored wave dash kickoff. Nush the advantage. DrKnown trying to half flip back to the corner. Nush is not going to be able to score another right away, but he is going to be able to starve DrKnown out. And just needs to hold on to boost if he wants to secure this game, and he didn't. He uses up all of it. So now DrKnown is going to get a chance here. Back the other way. Wants an air dribble bump. Nush gets around it. Credit to him on the save. Game number one goes to Nush. Game two, DrKnown and Nush. Another early jump, wave dash kickoff from Mr. Nush. He is into the Octane this time around. This is the Octane he rocks during the 2v2 tournament. Seemed to be quite solid then as he tries to power slide cut DrKnown to get in a miss, but his patience in net continues to pay off, although he did not get this corner boost. Nush, camera movement to see what he's up to. Hasn't been able to muscle these 50s through like he would like to. DrKnown has been too well positioned. Another 50 attempt. DrKnown has a quick dash afterwards as well and has actually stolen corner boost. Nush is diving after going out to the midfield, and that is not going to pay off. DrKnown will take his open net and take the early lead. Nush forcing a wave dash kickoff on target. Ooh, DrKnown, what a nice recovery. In fact, DrKnown was able to evade that bump and will get himself a goal. Nush, I don't blame him for thinking he had a chance there and double jumping to take a shot, but DrKnown, not only does he get the save, but then immediately after, Nush knows his only way to survive is to bump DrKnown, throw him off the line, and DrKnown did a good job of dodging that in order to survive and take a 2-0 lead. Now he's got another great kickoff. This is not a good start to an air dribble, though. He's going to try and make it a demo chase. And because he committed to the demo chase, he did not steal the boost. It's forced to back off when he doesn't get it. Nush, he's been loving this slower ground game. Is he going to try and do him dirty again? Oh my goodness, goal line save from DrKnown. Nush. It was such a smart slow play on the ground. But DrKnown managing to make the save. Still Nush with possession. That was not the best 50. DrKnown's going to half flip and steal it away. And that wasn't the strongest counterattack either. I felt like DrKnown could have gotten there quicker. Nush forces him high. He misses off the post. Now Nush back the other way. Wave dashing off the ball. Has a reset. DrKnown's 50s aren't good enough this time. They've been good enough every other time, but Nush through the air. A lot more momentum behind the ball. Is able to squeeze it in top corner. For Nush to score on this one. Nush. Oh man, another 50 and another great save from DrKnown. defense from him has been impeccable. Has no boost right now, though, so needs to path over some pads on the way back. Has picked up a decent amount. Hook shots from Nush. Great play from Nush. DrKnown setting up Shadowed, has the net covered. What he does not have covered is the back wall, because you really shouldn't be worried too often about covering the back wall. And Nush does just enough in order to get him to miss. If he shoots that just a little bit farther, DrKnown doesn't fall for it as a potential shot. If he shoots it any closer to the net, DrKnown covers it. DrKnown can take the lead either way, halfway into game number 2. Snappy wave dash kickoffs again. Just trying to make something happen on pads as these two trade boost for ball. DrKnown gets the 100. Nush gets possession. He's going to have to leave now. DrKnown immediately starts an air dribble off of that bounce. And what was that? Resets. Looked weird on this replay. Ooh, Nush, what a save. Missed as that ball went high off the crossbar, but adjusted back down. And a pogo from Nush. He tried to touch it immediately after the pogo, but DrKnown's going to take it away. Going to make it 4-2. The creativity never lacking from Nush. Ooh, nice read of the fake kickoff. DrKnown not convincing enough. Another diagonal. He's going to go to this one. That's Nush. Wave dashes again. Ooh, a little fake wall dash challenge like he's going to go dive. The problem is he did kind of dive. He partially dives, but not all the way. So just the right amount to scare DrKnown into flicking the ball, and then DrKnown puts it out ahead of him and chases it down for a 2-goal lead. Nush needs to be careful. Boost disadvantage now after using all that up, and DrKnown's going to have a chance. DrKnown pogo puts it too high. Now needs to reset possession. Looking to put it into the back corner and actually switch the field again. Trying to keep Nush guessing. Now staring him down. Decided, yep, I can go up in the air without him stopping. Pass to himself off the ceiling. 50. Covered by Nush. Nush wants to counterattack the other way. If he gets it going quickly, DrKnown will not have time to get back, and that's exactly what happens. As Nush gets a 4th goal within 1 with 1:08 left to go. Delay wave dash kickoff from Nush. It seems like he's trying to decide whether or not he wants to pinch it away or he wants to go grab corner boost. Ultimately, he does grab corner boost and misses the chip. He repositioned himself so well with that flip and then didn't chip the ball. These fakes happening so late. DrKnown's been able to cover them. I think, though, a lot of credit should probably be given to DrKnown. He's the one making all these fakes and all these setups look silly because he's doing such a good job of positioning in places that don't allow Nush to fake one way, go the other. Another ball carry for Nush. Challenge before he can get anything going. He has 26 seconds. He has DrKnown starved, but now this full reset, DrKnown will be able to get 100 or pick up pads, whatever he wants to do. He's got more than enough time to do whatever. He's just going to go pads and play inside the box. Air dribble bump. Nush gets it. 14 seconds left to go. We got a tie game. These two seem to be quite evenly matched. Another wave dash kickoff from both these guys. Nush going to back off. He knows he gets possession, though. DrKnown pinching it away. DrKnown going to pre-jump. Nush pulling back from the pre-jump and then flicking and did not get the height he needed. I think we saw a clip from him recently where he kind of got the flick he was hoping to get there, where he got a ton of power and launched it back up in the air. Nush is in trouble right now. DrKnown, nice hook. DrKnown will win OT. Game number 2 going to DrKnown. Let's go to 3. What do you do when you lose a game? Of course, you go to your cat preset. Nush is into the cat presets, and clearly it was a good idea, as this reset shot will get him his first goal. Picking back up on this kickoff, I'm not sure what happened between, maybe we repeated something there for a second, but the dogs had a nice chorus that they wanted to give the recording, so we had to slightly adjust. DrKnown on his air dribble going to be denied as Nush delay flick. Wow, so much power on that. Definitely had DrKnown beat if he could keep it just a little bit lower. Nush trying to bait DrKnown into a bad position as he shadows and reverses, but not able to do so. That has proven to be quite the tough challenge. As Nush pins this into his own corner and will start another attack. I'm thinking air dribble. No, he's going to catch it down to the ground. This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of mix-ups that are necessary to beat defenders like DrKnown. He was going so quickly. I'm not sure if he was going to be able to adjust it, but he decides to go down for the catch and cut it to the bottom right. Nush up 2-0. Has not been scored on since putting on cat ears. Should we think about that? Maybe we need to see more of them. Nush retreating to nets, and it's going way too fast. When that shadow gets to a certain pace, you're not even going to be able to react in time after the flick is sent, in order to slow your momentum down and actually make a save. DrKnown going for a power touch to the back wall. What a double! Not easy to do, and it needs to be so strong to get away with it. That's exactly what it is. Such a snappy wave dash kickoff from DrKnown. Low 50, nice save from Nush to not allow it in. Boost steal as well, so DrKnown gonna have to back off. Nush cannot see DrKnown on the other side of the ball. Is not doing any camera adjustments. He's just waiting it out. He's like, I know you. I've played with you enough. You're not gonna challenge. You're just gonna wait on the goal line. The problem is DrKnown still gets the save. Nush now carry from his own half. This is where he's been most effective, but DrKnown has still had his fair share of saves. Nice use of the reset to actually recover back to the ball. DrKnown, on boost. I think Nush is probably aware of that. Nush getting bumped on the goal line. Can he get back to make the save? He cannot. Cheeky little bump from DrKnown. Nush on the wall to air dribble. Reset, reverse wave dash. Man, the 50s have just not been working for him. DrKnown's been so good at keeping them out. Is this in? I think that might have been in. I think Nush would have been credited with a save there. We don't get to see those in the replays. But a heavy first touch setup off the ceiling. Another defensive sequence in favor of the Doctor. And even able to come away with 100 boost. Has to find a way to get this back on target, and decided not to go for the shot at all. Instead, just get the boost steal. Nush has had the right idea here to get around DrKnown on occasion, but just hasn't been able to get the exact angles necessary, and DrKnown has earned that. He has earned Nush looking for the slightest of margins and missing, and getting himself some opportunities. Nush sending this one to the side wall. Can he get past DrKnown? Reset instantly challenged off the ceiling. DrKnown not just making great 50s on the goal line, mixing up the defensive strategy a little bit as well. Couldn't get out ahead of this one. Slams one directly at Nush. In and out save. Power shot. Did DrKnown pick up enough pads to get back? It's actually just off target enough that he can pinch it against the post. Lean back 50 from Nush. Trying to use those dashes to be quick enough to beat DrKnown, but has never really been able to. This one's going to be a pop. Puts on target. 5-2. Stalwart defense from DrKnown seems to be the difference right now. Minute left to go in a bit of a lower scoring game compared to the previous ones. And Nush needs to find a flurry of offense if he wants to bring it back. 9 boosts to work with. Lost the ball in the dribble. Will be an easy save. In fact, Nush has not even bought himself enough time to take corner boost. Has to immediately jump. Does make this save. Picks up his own 100. Has to dodge demo attempts. Still gets a possession. Fake flick. Does he finally get DrKnown to miss? Nice. He's finally got him. It's been so tough to get these goals. But he gets DrKnown moving. And he cannot adjust to the fact that Nush actually ends up doing nothing. Nush. His save does not result in a clearance as he gets bumped into the post. So DrKnown's going to reset here with 15 seconds left to go. He says, I've got possession. I can waste a bit more time. And DrKnown just going to boom the ball at the net. It's going to work. Notice Nush was off dancing around in defense on the sidewall and ceiling. Not able to stop. Just a simple power shot. Nush might get a kickoff, though. Oh, he misses this one. That was certainly his last chance at coming back in this game. Not to mention he was probably already done. DrKnown going to take this game as well. Let's head to game 4. Nush back to the Falcons preset, it would seem, here for game number 4. DrKnown going to grab a demo in the opening moment as he swings wide around. Knows he's got a bit of time to get something going, but Nush has actually covered that. Not sure that DrKnown could have done much with a high bounce anyways. Wanted to go to the ground. He's going to score. Nush closed the distance, but never was able to get a touch on the ball or the doctor. And we'll start down in game number 4. Not going to pinch this one away. Not going to go for the back corner boost. Just going to try and stay on the ball. Go for a bit of ground game. Which has actually been his MO in this series so far. He has really preferred to kind of slow the game down on his car here and there. DrKnown just going for speed right now as a single jump shot gets sent on target. I mean, dude, DrKnown's just been everywhere. Every time Nush trying to collect the ball and go for some sort of outplay, DrKnown is there before it can get going. This time I think it's a little bit more Nush's fault as he sends the ball out far forward and cannot get around it to hook shot in time in a meaningful way. DrKnown just going to go for a full fake. Try and back off and is not touching the ball. I don't know if he's intending to. It kind of seems like he is. I could see an argument for having actually touched the ball on a couple of those occasions, but he does back off and gets himself possession all the same. Problem with, simple fakes like that is they don't really starve Nush out much as he tries to extend this possession longer. It's not a bad idea to put on shots that will be saved that you can then go steal boosts, but definitely need to make sure you cause some sort of panic out of the defender. DrKnown instantly using the reset after getting it. Trying to flick that ball forward. Not a ton of scoring here in this one. Just the one goal for Doctor. He's going to use his jump to fall to the ground. Nush resets. Fake. DrKnown makes the first save. Oh, he was ready for the second one as well. Seemed like he had 200 boost there, just floating, trying to get a follow-up stop. Nush to the side wall. Ceiling heights, just a little bit of a 50 with the ceiling before falling down on this one after the DrKnown challenge. 2-1. Wave dash kickoff again. DrKnown losing it into the blue half. Able to redirect Nush at least to the side wall. Lean back. Interesting. I wonder if Nush intentionally air rolled through that to kind of push it out away from himself and then follows it up on the goal line. This is the kind of stuff that DrKnown was saving every time earlier in the series. So Nush probably feeling a sense of relief as he's finally getting some goals. In fact, a kickoff goal to follow straight down the center of the field, 4-1. Nush trying to force a game 5. DrKnown going to win a kickoff possession for the first time in a while and head to the side wall. Has the ball in a great position. Can't attack almost anywhere in the nets, but his musty is challenged. Taken away. Nush. Did he get that strong enough to actually counterattack here? Ooh, DrKnown, what a save. No matter what, DrKnown able to get something out of it. Difference is this time he can't clear it away. Nush. Maybe trying to recover for a demo. Didn't get it. DrKnown with a minute 40. Or he has to get going here somewhat soon to bring back a 4-goal deficit. Nush on another ball carry. And now this time he does actually get challenged. He seems to be so confident that DrKnown will not challenge. He doesn't even check his camera at all. He just walks it slowly down the field. That being said, DrKnown, man, this game has just been completely different. This is a forfeit. This is why it stopped. It's a forfeit from DrKnown. He has had enough. He had normally been so consistent on the goal line, but not in this game. We're ahead of the game 5. Game 5 between DrKnown and Nush. I believe up until this point, Nush has won both of his games in this Falcons Fennec. So unsurprising to see him rocking the Falcons Fennec again here for game number 5. After dabbling in some other cars, or dabbling in the Octane, really. A couple different Octane presets that he caught losses in. DrKnown cutting this one around successfully to a degree. But Nush gets the demo. Nush rocking the 360 flick. I think he might have been the guy who liked to do the launch flicks where his back wheels were on the ground. It's hard to remember who all these various people who have different tendencies are when you've watched a million 1v1s. But Nush wasn't quite low enough to the ground to have it match what I remember seeing from either him or someone before. DrKnown gonna switch the field. Camera check to see what he's dealing with. Is he dealing with Nush going all the way back? Is he going from the ceiling or the midfield? And DrKnown just takes it straight at the net. It ends up working out. Making sure to take that shot far enough away from the back wall, or that side post, that Nush has to make the save through the air. It's just hard to do no matter what. Even if the shot isn't that crazy. What a save and what a flick from Nush. I think it might have been just a bit too high, but still. Demo. Nush needs to convert here. Touches to the back wall. Doubles it in. DrKnown does his best on the respawn, but not enough. Delay kickoff from Nush as he picks up the midfield 100. DrKnown fake hook shots. And ooh, the follow-up is off the post perfectly. Nush can't get the save. 3-1. DrKnown getting just a bit of separation here. Nush forced to make a goal line cut off the kickoff, and now will die low on boost. Hard to evade, but respawns in the perfect spot. Nice save from Nush. Great thinking on picking that spot to respawn. What a genius, but DrKnown will still get his goal. 4-1. Decent lead here in the first couple minutes for DrKnown. Nush gonna have to try and force his way back. He looks like he's trying to intentionally flip in the way of DrKnown, not just get to the ball, but also make sure that he does not allow DrKnown to get through him and get a good position. Doing so has resulted in a solid possession, a 360 pre-flip, and it's saved. And that's just how it's been going, man. It doesn't matter how creative of a shot you go for. DrKnown is still there, and DrKnown will counter. 5-1. Quite the reverse of how game number 4 went. Difference is Nush is going to have to hold on even if he goes down 6-1, because forfeiting would be the end of the game, or sorry, end of the series. And this might be that 6-1 I was just talking about. DrKnown puts it on target. Half the game left to go. Can't remember how much was left in the previous one. Technically, anything can happen if you've got just as much time as it took to go down 6-1. You can bring it back 6-1 the other way. Nush has to score on just about every take now, though. Gonna go to the skies and look for a 50-50 game that DrKnown has been so good at so far. But he's been breaking down. Nush sticking with his guns of going with the 50 game against the guy who has been beating him in it all day. And now a kickoff goal for Nush, much needed. All of a sudden, 3 with 2 minutes seems much more doable. Another early jump. Kind of delayed wave dash kickoff. The previous one worked, and this one resulted in him getting scored on. So obviously, a ton of little micro adjustments that have to be right. Also depends on what your opponent is running as well. Nush. He's going for a 50 again off this kickoff after winning it. Can he get the angle? He actually sent it too far. Not able to force it right back on. DrKnown hoping to collect this as slow as possible, I imagine. But I guess that boost was not going to be there anytime soon. So he is just going to have to play on very little, and great flick. Pull it away from where the defender is on the back wall. Nush within 3. Running out of time, though. Cannot afford to wait too long to start getting some goals. Wants a demo, doesn't get it. Can he undercut DrKnown, or will DrKnown just score? 8-4, minute 18. Dream's alive, but it is not going to be easy. Kickoff win is the start. I would say with a minute 16 left to go, just about every kickoff is a must-win kickoff here for Nush. Has to have first possession. He's still on this ball. DrKnown wanted to get back to it, but couldn't make the save. Minute 7 now. Another must-win kickoff for Nush, and I believe he did. Gets it into the blue half, gets quickly to the boost. Faked the quick shots, and then tried to maybe chip it in on the near post or pop it into the near post, but DrKnown had that covered. No shot from DrKnown. Ooh, boost steal is going to be huge, though. You need to have a boost advantage, although Nush is going to make fake boost and then kind of pogo evade in order to not get demoed. Power shot from DrKnown is not on target. Felt like DrKnown could have also closed this one out. He kind of is, though, just with starvation. Another goal wouldn't hurt. Nush delaying his jump off the wall to perfectly grab boost, and he misses here. It's all taking far too much time. Nice save from DrKnown. Nush going to get another steal, another dunk. I mean, this is a good position to be in a different circumstance. He's eventually going to score, obviously, or at least most likely, I should say. But he really needs to be scoring way faster if he wants to have a chance. Needs another kickoff win. Actually gets it. So if he scores here, we could be believers. DrKnown off the ceiling. Connects. Sends the ball to the midfield. Nush does actually get around it for 1 second in a dream. Delay kickoff, I would imagine. Ooh, diagonal's not as easy to do it. You have to be pretty close. What is he going to do? He just kind of goes for standard kickoff and loses. So DrKnown wins this one. Wins in game 5. Advances. I think this one was to advance straight into the top 16. I want to say Nush maybe got forced to round 5 in order to qualify. But either way, DrKnown and Nush, both guys who could find themselves in the top 4, I would say, you know, if they play their cards right. So let's get excited about them coming into MENA RLCS 1v1.